us back defensively. Rush for Gooden. And with Gooden taps it in. What a play by Drew Gooden.
Hey, Jerry, good evening to you. Welcome to The Last Word in Los Angeles. I am Jim Rome. Got a great show for you tonight. We are back from our all-star road trip to Milwaukee, and we've got a doubleheader this evening. Ken Dorsey will join me momentarily. A little bit later on, first-round NBA draft picks. Drew Gooden and Kareem Rush will be by as well. First up, though, a quick baseball take. Well, now that I am back from Milwaukee, some final...
After I got drafted, I was ready and set to go to Toronto and work hard. And then I got the call from Cal and he said I was traded to Los Angeles, and I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it.
Some thoughts from my next two guests after they ended up respectively with the Memphis Grizzlies and the LA Lakers. That would be the fourth overall pick in the draft. Consensus first-team All-American Drew Gooden and Kareem Rush, who led Missouri to the Elite Eight last season. Fellas, what's up? Good to have you on the program.
Great to be here.
All right, Drew, let me start with you. I talked to you before the draft. Both you guys are signed, sealed, delivered, millionaires in the association. Bottom line, how does it feel?
I feel great. It feels great. It's a dream come true, and it's something I've been on cloud nine since the day of the draft.
Kareem, how about you? How does it feel?
Man, it's crazy. It's something that you always dream of, when you're growing up, and now to see that you're actually here and you're in the NBA is just a great feeling for me and my family.
Especially your situation. Talk about the emotion leading up to the draft and the draft itself. You go a little bit lower than you thought that you would go, so that's disappointing. 1 minute you're getting ready for the draft, then you drop a little bit, then you're in Toronto, and the next thing you know, you're balling with the two best ballers in the world in Los Angeles. Talk about the emotional roller coaster that was.
Yeah, man, I came in expecting to go, anywhere from 10 to 14. Which is what I was projected. And then when those picks passed, I was like, man, I'm just trying to get off the board. And then when 20 came around and Toronto picked me, I was like, hey, man, I'm going to play with Vince and all those other guys, and I was excited. But then I found out later I was getting traded, and I don't know to who. And then my agent came and told me it was to the Lakers, and I almost dropped to the floor. I was so excited. I came and told Drew, and they were so hot, like, man, you're going to win a ring off top. And now that I'm here and, playing with, Kobe and Shaq and all the other guys and being coached by, Coach Jackson, it's going to be a great feeling.
Said, Drew, what do? I mean, you go fourth, so you're going to get paid. You get a few more bennies than he gets, but he might get that hardware. So you got that trade-off, right? You go early, you're the lottery pick, but he might get the jewelry. So who's got it better?
I think it's a two-way thing. It goes both ways. I mean, to get on a team like LA, team that has won 3 championships in a row and trying to win another one, playing with Kobe and Shaq and Phil Jackson, that's a great experience. And, money isn't everything. Winning, it takes you a long way.
See, now the two of you guys can share this because the two of you guys knew each other from balling in college, and you lived together and worked out together in preparation for the draft. I mean, Kareem, Kansas fans and Missouri fans would never understand this. They hate each other. These guys would never understand the two of you living together, working together, and preparing for the draft, right?
Oh, man, it was crazy. I went home and, every other day was a story about me and Drew in the paper. And people just don't understand that KU and MU rivalry goes deep, whether you're friends or not. People just don't like to see you hang out with each other. But, we put all that, stuff to the side and, we have fun living together and working out together.
Like somehow you're a sellout or a punk or you forgot about where you're from.
Basically.
I guess the bottom line is the fans can hate each other, but it doesn't mean the players have to, especially once they're gone.
Yeah, it's like the fans that hate each other and the guys, we even shake each other's hand before the game. It's like, boo, don't shake his hand. It's like we can't even have a relationship with the other guys on the Missouri team, but it's wild. It's a big rivalry.
It worked out for you guys, and now you're already playing summer ball. What about playing with the LA Lakers? Now you're in the triangle offense. Fact of the matter is, Kareem, some guys never really pick this up. You're a guy who's used to getting his shots. So, are you going to get your shots on that team in that offense?
Yeah, I think so. I think, one of my strengths is shooting the ball, and having Kobe and Shaq demand, double and triple team sometimes, it opens up a lot of shots for guys like me. And I plan on taking full advantage of that. And it's going to take me a while to learn triangle. It's one of the most difficult offenses to learn, in the history of basketball. So it's going to take me a while to learn. But once I get it down, I should be fine.
Hey, Drew, you had a great college career. Talk about your relationship with Roy Williams. By the time you left, the two of you guys were tight. You had a good understanding. He got you, you got him. But when you first got there, in the beginning, as you're in the system, you're paying your dues, you're waiting your turn, how many times did you think to yourself, it's not working, I'm going back to Cali, I'm out of here?
Every day. Every day. From the moment I stepped foot on, I say on the first day of practice, and when the game started, it became kind of tough for me. Just adjusting period, and it's a lot what a lot of freshmen go through. far as it's a adjusting period from high school to college. And I remember me and Kurt at the end of the bench, man, I'm trying to get out of here. But, you know, it came along. I paid my dues, and me and Coach Williams, we bonded.
Hey, what kept you there? Why didn't you just bust out?
Because I saw her at the next game. I told him I wanted to go. But, I mean, Coach Williams is a down-to-earth guy, and, you know, I love him to death. I'll tell him he's my second father, and I learned so much from that man.
I mean, what about the fact you're in Los Angeles right now, and as we point out, you got a chance to make your mark immediately in the league. You're on a team that's got 3 championship rings in a row, and now you're a part of this. And you just play your game. Do you feel like you got to fit in with the other guys? How do you approach this?
Well, you know, coming from college, you know, I was known as a scorer and, you know, the focus of the offense. But now, you know, with Shaq and Kobe, that's not going to be the case. So I'm just trying to fit in and contribute any way I can, whether that's, you know, knocking down open shots, you know, playing defense.
It's hard when you're used to being the man, though. It's hard when everybody is used to looking to you to do something.
Yeah, but, you know, a couple years ago they had Glenn Rice, and he averaged, you know, 16, 17 points a game. So, you know, if I can come in and do that, you know, I'm not going to say I'm going to do it, you know, my rookie year, but as I, you know, get older and learn more about the offense, you know, hopefully I can contribute like that.
Yeah, and his wife complained that he didn't get touches and he was gone.
Yeah, that's true. But, you know, I'm not complaining. I'm going to work hard. You know, if that happens down the road, you know, I don't know. But I'm just trying to, you know, win championships.
Hey, Drew, what about you? They're saying, are you a 3? Are you a 4? I'm guessing you'd rather play the 4, play with your back to the basket. That way you don't have to chase 3s coming off picks, right?
I could do it both. I mean, in summer league, I've been playing 3, 4, and 5. I know I need to know a lot of positions, and you know, I've been adjusting well at that. It is tough regarding the 3 men in this league. I don't know the wing, chasing them through screens, but then again, I feel more comfortable playing the 4.
You know, it's interesting how perceptions change. For instance, you go to Roy Williams and say, hey, I've got some other skills that I can help us with. I can show some other things. If you let me go out to the perimeter, I can knock down some shots for you. So you work it out. It's good for the team. It's good for you. But the next thing you know, you're no longer a beast on the glass. Now you're a finesse guy.
Yeah.
Now you're a multi-dimensional guy. You know what they're really saying.
Exactly.
You're soft.
Exactly.
You lost your stomach to go inside, right?
Yeah, but they feel me after the game. If you ain't never played against me before, and those guys after the game, they say, well, he's stronger than what he looks, so he's stronger than what I thought. Because they feel me, but you know, that's something I worked on this year. My freshman year, my sophomore year at Kansas, that's all I did was block shots and rebound and play post D. My last year, my junior year at Kansas, Coach Williams let me do things on the perimeter, and some people tried to label me as soft, but then again, I was still giving double-doubles night in, night out in a Big 12 conference was a tough conference.
I mean, you guys are used to that. Final thought, that's just part of the thing. It may be right, it might not be right, but if there's a label or a perception, people accept it. You're always proving yourself every time you go out there.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you can't listen to what people say. You just got to stick to your game, what you know, and what you do best.
All right, you guys did your thing, got drafted, you're in the association. Good to see you, fellas. Thanks so much.
No problem.
Good job. All right, we're going to come back. We'll wrap things up for tonight. Our Smack of the Day will feature some thoughts from Bud Selig on potential changes to future All-Star games.